I turned it off. Welcome, Minneapolis Junior Senior High School band. Back to the gym here at Republic County High School in Belleville. Here on February 22nd, 2021. As we had a Indian spring day, Indian winter day, I guess is what you call it. It was 65 degrees today, incredible. Dale Leach, Scott Osherman, and Dale Henderson here to bring you the Game 2 of the doubleheader league contest tonight. And now it's time for the guys to head off against the Republic County Buffaloes after the girls get a nice win. This is the 169th game in the series between these two schools, dating back to 1940. This is the Belleville/Republic County Buffaloes with the second longest series Minneapolis has against one opponent. Republic County leads it 96 wins to 72 losses at Belleville. They lead 51 to 37. Minneapolis has won the last 6 games in a row. Republic County had won the previous 5. The Republic County boys are 1 win and 12 losses on the season, 0-6 in the league. So it's not a season they would like to have seen in 2020-21. And this is the first time we've played them this season. The first game was wiped out by schedule change due to cashier regulations on COVID, and then they had some COVID problems, which didn't allow them to come down to Minneapolis for the first game. They did beat Smith Center for their lone win. Their last game was a 46-14 loss to Sacred Heart last Friday. Minneapolis is 12-5 overall, and 5th is 5 wins and 2 losses in the league. With a tie for second place, a virtual tie for Southeast and Saline, where they looked at head-to-head, Southeast will be ahead of us. Our last game we beat Beloit 57-28. You look at point averages, Republic County is giving up 47.2 points a game. Minneapolis is giving up 46.5, so pretty darn close. However, Republic County is only scoring 33.6 points. William Lyons is scoring 61.1. So we're a plus 14.5 and they're a minus 14. Which hopefully will indicate how this game might go tonight. We can't count on a victory. We got to go out and play hard.
And they'll try to slow it down. Definitely on the scoring standpoint. So.
I was going to say the last 2 scores I've seen of them have both been really low-scoring games. So I'm anticipating them coming out and run some kind of a delay game to minimize the possessions that we have.
They do have a very good post player, 6'4", and I'm sorry, I can't remember his name.
Blake Aaron.
Aaron, yeah. He's a junior, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
He gave us a pretty good tussle last year as a sophomore.
Yeah, they said that broke his arm in football and hasn't completely recovered from a basketball standpoint.
I see he is wearing a support sleeve of some type on his right forearm. So your Minneapolis Lions need to get a win to keep second place high in the league and keep pace with their seeding in sub-state. Their next game should be a sub-state quarterfinal at home a week from tomorrow night. By the way, the girls will play on the road next Monday Thomas more prep. If we're going to Goodland, Dale's going to show us the best place to eat in Northwest Kansas.
We'll take you on a tour, Dale, of the wilds of Western Kansas.
Wilds of Western. We'll really have to leave plenty of time there, won't we?
Scott won't even be at work by the time you need to leave.
It's kind of a joke around here with us about when we have to leave and when I got to leave. And they always tell me I think 15 minutes early because they know I'm going to be late. So the Public County in their home white, of course, Minneapolis in the road blue, and we'll have the starting lineups here in just a second. So the Lions and Republic County about ready to do battle. We'll have the starting lineups. Republic County, a great tradition of basketball up here. For Minneapolis, starting out, 6'2" senior Brody Vance. Number 3, having a good last 6 or 7 games, 6'2" senior, number 3, Nolan White. Number 5, 5'10", senior Trent Meckel. 6'2" senior, number 30, Spencer Davidson. And 5'8" junior, number 51, Riker Nelson. For Republic County, their starting lineup is a 5'11" sophomore, Trey Nelson. Sophomore, number 20, Sam Kuhlman. Junior, number 25, 6'4" junior Caleb Bates. Senior, number 40, Tyler Stitt. And 6'5" junior, number 50, Blake Aaron. So, as you said, Dale, Blake's a very solid player from a post standpoint. 6'5". They got a 6'4" kid as well. They've got some size. They've got 2 young guards. Just don't know. I don't think they're very deep. Actually, I don't know a lot, so I'll leave it at that. So Minneapolis will have the ball as soon as we get ready to go here. So we will get her started. See what we can do here on their senior night here in Republic County. Ball goes into Meckel to start this thing out. Trent Meckel with the basketball, crosses the timeline, goes to the left-hand side, goes back across court to Nolan White. Nolan back to Meckel. Meckel back to Nolan, deep 3, and it's good. Nolan with the big 3 to start this thing out as he hits it from the right-hand side. Big start for Minneapolis. As Melton with the basketball, they go into Aaron. Aaron will drive around. Off the mark, rebounded by Nolan. Nolan back to Spencer. Spencer up to Riker. And that's going to be tipped out of bounds. The Minneapolis basketball. Going to be a pretty good battle down there between Blake and Spencer, I would guess. Ball goes into Nolan White. Nolan back to Meckel. Meckel back to Nolan. Nolan here on the left-hand side. Back to Meckel. Another 3 up, and it's off the mark. Great hustle there. And tipped out of bounds. Great hustle by, you call it, Brody Vance. Brody just is adding so much to the floor this year from a defensive standpoint and a hustle standpoint. So, Melton with the basketball. Back to Tooman. Tooman will drive. and picks up his dribble, and they're going to get Brody with the foul as he reaches in. It will be Republic County basketball underneath their own bucket. 2 minute pull the trigger, gets it in Aaron. Aaron with the ball here on the right-hand side. Blake will dribble at the top, and that's going to be nearly turned over, but it's not, and kept alive by Tooman. Back to Melton. Melton with the basketball. Great hustle by the Lions right there. Blake with the ball, will drive it in, pulls it back out. Melton back to Stent. Stent here on the right-hand side. A lot of ball movement. Back to Tooman. Tooman going to drive, picks up his dribble, back to Stent. Stent looks down, low has nothing. Then finally goes down into the low block, turn around, off the mark, rebounded by Vance. Vance back to Davidson. Davidson up to Nolan White. Nolan back to Brody. Brody back to Nolan. Another three. It's off the mark and rebounded by Melton. So 3 threes, 1 for 3 from the outside for the Lions. 3-0. We've yet to get the ball inside the three-point range to shoot. Ball goes back to Aaron. Aaron back to Melton. Takes a shot up and no good. Rebounded by Brody Vance. Brody with the rebound up to Nolan White. Nolan gets it to Riker Nelson. Riker back to Brody. Brody back to Spencer Davidson. Spencer will drive in. Takes a shot up and off the mark. Rebounded by Bates. Bates back the other direction. Melton with the ball. 3-0. Lions with the lead. Melton with the ball. Gets it back over here to Tooman. Tooman here on the right-hand side. He'll drive. Takes a shot up. No good. Rebounded by Brody Vance. Brody up to Nolan. Nolan up to Riker. Riker shot no good and rebounded by Republic County. So we've had quite a few looks, guys. The very first shot we took, we made, and we've been 0 for since.
Neither side with an offensive board so far.
Melton with the basketball. So it goes into Blake, and Blake puts it in for the bucket. 3-2. Lions up by 1. Nolan White. Shot is up and good. Nolan drives to the right-hand side. Little 15-footer, drops it in. Ball goes back to Melton. That's going to be a turnover. Back to Minneapolis. So checking in for Minneapolis will be Mr. Smith as well as Daniel Watson and John Nelson as Meckel, Riker Nelson, and Brody Vance come out. Also checking in for Republic County is number 11, Trevor Loveland. All goes to Daniel Watson. Watson back to Nolan White, back to John. Swing pass all the way over to Nolan. Nolan. So up to Spencer. Great pass. Nolan White drives all the way in. Spencer's waiting for it and puts it in. Great pass, great finish by Spencer. Nice play by Nolan. And John Nelson with the steal the other direction. Almost loses his footing, but gets it to go. Gets the steal and the breakaway. So we'll keep it right here. Minneapolis with the lead. 2 men with the ball as they will look around, and it's nearly stolen away. And that's going to be a tie-up. Nope, they're going to call a foul. Nope. Thought they were going to call a tie-up on that.
They did. Yep, no foul.
Republic County will have it here. 9-2, Lions with the lead. Ball goes into number 12, Brody Boyer, and then stolen away by Daniel Watson. Daniel up to Nolan White. Nolan. And then there's going to be a foul here on Republic County. So the Lions will keep it underneath their own bucket here. John Nelson to pull the trigger. John gets it into Spencer. Spencer in the paint, up and good. Nice job by Spencer. Good finish, 11-2. Lions with the lead. Ball goes back to Melton. Melton crosses the timeline. Gets it back in the hands of Arn. Great pass by, and back it goes to Bates. Bates in the end in the paint. And a lot of battling right there, and they're going to call Mister with the foul. Blake will go to the line to shoot 2 here. First foul on Mister. Shot is up and good. 11-3 is the score. Minneapolis with the lead. 3:02 here in the first quarter. Second shot is up and off the mark. Rebounded by Nolan White. Nolan up to John. John back up to Spencer. Spencer over to Nolan. Nolan back to Danny Watson. Watson back to John. John with the basketball. Back to Daniel. Daniel back to Nolan in the corner for 3. And blocked. John Nelson takes a shot in the lane. Off the mark. Rebounded by Daniel Watson. And he's going to get fouled by number 11, Trevor Loveland. At the line will be Watson. Chance to score his first points of the night. Shot is up and off the back of the rim. Riker Nelson checking back in, as well as Brody Vance, as Nolan and Spencer will come out. Shot is up and good as he gets 1 of 2. 12-3. Public County with the basketball, and they will cross the timeline into the hands of Loveland. Loveland gets it back to Melton. Melton back it goes to Bates. Back to Loveland into Arnold, and with it on the outside, he'll work it back around. Back in the hands of Loveland with the basketball. Mr. Smith tips it out of bounds. Will stay with Republic County. Republic County, Boyer the inbounds for them. Gets it into Loveland. Loveland with the ball on the outside. It'll cross the timeline. Picked up by Mister there. And that's going to be fit. Yep, nice job. Trent Meckel with some great defense right there. Forces the turnover. And Republic County will get in a sub as Sam Tooman checks in for Melton. 2:02 left to go here in the first quarter. 12-3 Lions in the lead. Ball goes over here to Watson, back to Meckel, back to Nelson, into the paint to Brody. Oh, great thought by Brody. And Mr. Smith was cutting, but just couldn't quite get it there. Great look there from that high low there, H.
That was a bullet pass there, which is what was needed to keep it from being deflected.
Tooman with the basketball, and there's a hit over the back. Oh, no. Danny Watson whistled with the foul instead. Public County will inbounds here. Tooman with the basketball. Checking back in is Nolan White and Riker Nelson and Spencer Davidson. Ball in the hands of Tooman. Tooman here on the outside. Gets it back over here and swing pass all the way over. Looks at a cutter, goes back to a great pass. And up and good is Tooman. They had a great backdoor look right there, and Public County makes us pay for it. Riker Nelson with the basketball. Back to Brody Vance into Spencer Davidson. And turned over, back it goes to Republic County. Into Bates, Bates in the paint, up and good. So just like that, Public County gets 4 quick points, and back it goes. And then Boyer skips it out of bounds. Stays with Minneapolis, 12-7. Nelson to inbounds for the Lions. Into Trent Meckel. Back to Riker Nelson. And Boyer's going to be whistled with the foul. Just the third team foul for Republic County. Both teams have 3 fouls. Minneapolis will have it on the baseline. 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Spencer Davidson to inbounds for the Lions. Nolan White from the free throw line, up and good. Nice pass, great shot by Nolan. Just a nice, easy, smooth shot.
That was an easy gimme.
I was just going to comment on maybe a total lack of defense on an out-of-bounds play. Wow, that was too easy.
Yep. Ball goes back, and Blake with the shot off the glass, rebounded by Trent Meckel. Trent back the other direction. Into Riker Nelson, back to Spencer Davidson, back to Meckel for 3. Up, no good, and they're going to get an over the back, I believe, on Bates. We'll see for sure. No. Tooman, maybe? Yep. Whistle with the foul, and Minneapolis to inbound. Spencer Davidson. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Back the other direction. Back up, and the easy layup back the other direction by Loveland is an easy one. And then the turnover right there. Spencer Davidson gets kind of held up right there, and they turn the ball over.
4 turnovers apiece now. They started out on a 4-0 run, and we got right back in that on turnovers.
Carter White checks in for Republic County. Tooman with the basketball. 4 seconds left. Shot is up, no good, and that will end the quarter. So Minneapolis holds on to the lead, but only by 5. We were up by, I think, 8 or 10 at one point.
We're up 12-3, 9.
So we'll take a break. You're listening to Minneapolis High School basketball here on CityLink TV Minneapolis. We'll be right back.
When it's go time, your local Pioneer team is with you from the word go every step of the way. With high-performing Pioneer brand products and local insights, they'll help you choose a lineup of products tailored to your fields and proven just down the road. See Sheldon Doherty at River Hill C about those Pioneer brand products. And go Lions!
The Lions of Minneapolis High School are proudly supported by the Davidson Agency, with offices in Delphos, Minneapolis, Bennington, and Lincoln. As a nationwide insurance agent and independent agent, they provide hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for home, small business, farm and crop, and life and health coverage. Call them today at 785-523-4202.
Welcome back to Republic County Belleville High School as Minneapolis Lions had the lead 14-9 and had the ball here to start the second quarter. Riker Nelson gets it into Meckel. Meckel with the basketball here on the left-hand side, gets it to Spencer Davidson, back to Riker, back to Meckel. Meckel will take the 3. Brody Vance with the rebound and going to get fouled over the back. Great position by Brody on that one. H, as he did a nice job of getting some position.
Yeah, that was Brody's 4th rebound already in this game. That was the second time actually down here on this offensive end that he's been inside and has actually drawn 2 fouls because of his position.
Tooman with his second foul, and ball goes back to Nolan for 3. That's a nice shot. Nolan White, big 3-pointer right there. Nolan having a nice shooting night so far. Probably getting close to double digits.
That was his 10th point. 2 threes so far.
Stent with the shot up, no good, and rebounded by. Oh, wow. Good hustle right there off of Republic County. Minneapolis will keep it right here. So 10 of our 17 points by Nolan White. Meckel with the basketball. Meckel kind of struggling, needs to find his shot. Back to White for 3. Nope. Was going to look at it. Goes in. Goes back to Meckel for White for 3 and hits it. Wow. Nolan having a superb night. His grandpa lives here in Belleville and is here watching the game, so it's pretty exciting for his grandpa to be able to see that. So 20-9, Lions in the lead, and that's going to be a timeout. So timeout called by Republic County. So we'll take one with them. Minneapolis with the lead 20-9. You're listening to CityLink TV Minneapolis. Your home of Minneapolis High School basketball. We'll be right back.
The Lions of Minneapolis High School are proudly supported by the Davidson Agency, with offices in Delphos, Minneapolis, Bennington, and Lincoln. As a nationwide insurance agent and an independent agent, they provide hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for home, small business, farm and crop, and life and health coverage. Call them today at 785-523-4202.
For over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way, Robertson Monuments.
Welcome back to Belleville, Kansas. Minneapolis Lions had the lead 20-9, 6:56 left to go here in the second quarter. Public County will have the basketball here to inbounds. The ball will go into the hands of Loveland. Loveland with the basketball. Gets it quickly in the air and at the high post to get it down to Bates in the paint. Off the mark. And then rebounded by Republic County. They went that high-low and had a nice look. Just couldn't get it. Goes back to Bates this time. Bates will drive in. Gets it back. And that's going to be tipped out of bounds off Minneapolis. It'll stay with Republic County. Ball goes back in the hands of Loveland. Loveland guarded by Nelson. Nelson with some great defense right there. They go back, and there's going to be, Trent Meckel whistled with the block. I thought Trent was set on that, H.
He was probably set, but I don't know if he actually
was square.
He was square, but the offensive player has to have at least a chance to reestablish his position on the floor. I think Trent was probably just a little bit too close.
Gotcha. Tipped out of bounds. It'll be Minneapolis basketball after the turnover. Good hustle by the Lions defense there. Nelson gets it into, Riker Nelson gets it into Trent Meckel. Trent will bring it down. Starting lineup still on the floor for the Lions. Back to Nolan White, back to Meckel. Meckel, Brody, and stolen away after the block by Bates. Goes back to Republic County. Loveland with the basketball. Picks up his dribble. Gets it back to Bates. Bates, and then stolen away by Meckel up to Brody Vance, and he's going to get fouled. And he will go to the line to shoot two. Foul is on Melton, his first. Free throws up and off the back of the rim, no good. Checking in will be Daniel Watson for Riker Nelson. Second shot is up and no good, but Daniel with the rebound. Pulls it back out into Brody. Back to Meckel. Back to Nolan. Nolan back to Meckel. White for three, off the mark and rebounded. And there's going to foul the other direction. Brody Vance will be whistled with number 2, I believe. 20-9, 5:30 left here in the second quarter. And Daniel Watson whistled with the foul. So
that will also be his second.
Battle of errands. Loveland with the basketball, crosses the timeline for Republic County. That's a walk. And that will turn it back over to Minneapolis. And John Nelson will check in for Watson. Nope. Yeah. So.
Well, after we tied the turnovers up at the 4 apiece, they've had 3 successive turnovers.
Meckel on the outside to Nelson. Nelson back to Meckel. Meckel high post, goes back to White. White crossover, goes to Davidson. Davidson back to Meckel. Meckel for three. Can't get it, rebounded by, a long rebound by Spencer Davidson. They look at, goes back to Trent Meckel. Trent back to Mr. in the paint. Back where it goes to John Nelson.
Referee's part of the floor.
Yep. And turnover will go back to Republic County.
Well, for the most part, we've done a nice job of, again, just kind of like in the girls' game, of getting that ball to the high post and then, kicking it back out for our shooters on the outside. But we didn't get too much congestion that time.
Aaron with the basketball, looks at Bates, he'll drive in and lays it in. Nothing good. 12 to 11. Ball goes back to Meckel. Meckel back to Nelson. Nelson back to Davidson. Davidson back to Meckel. Nolan White. And he'll get fouled going in. Nolan will go to line to shoot two as Bates, I believe, will be whistled with the foul. And it is Bates with his first personal. Nolan will go to line to shoot two.
Nolan's free throw percentage is up to 80% now.
And gets the first one to rattle in.
You bet. I didn't curse that.
Yeah.
You almost got him.
You almost got him on that. No, Dale. Sorry about I said H, but no. H knows better than to say that. Second one's up and good. H and I both know when to say that, and that's not the right time to say that, Dale. So, no wonder you get frustrated with me calling the game. So, Tooman with the basketball goes up to Bates. Bates with the ball. And Colby Rice checks in for the first time. Goes in, and Mr. Smith going to be whistled with the foul. In his second, I believe.
Is that Mr. or John Nelson?
Mr. I think it's Mr. Yep.
All right.
So Bates will get the line to shoot two here.
That's twice now they've had him right at the bucket, and he's been able, unable to convert either one of them, but he does get the free throw.
Brody Vance checks back in for Mr. Second one is up and no good. Rebounded by Brody. They were saying Brody was early. Wow. So that's going to give Bates a second and a third opportunity here to get to the second.
And no one was early there. But
it doesn't matter. He makes them both.
Yeah.
So Nolan, back it goes, the outside to Nelson, back to Spencer Davidson. Spencer. And loses it on the ground. Turnover, back it goes to Republic County. 22-13, 3:38. We're just kind of letting them hang around in this.
We've tied them up on turnovers again.
It goes back out to Aaron. Aaron and stolen away by Nolan White. Nolan took out of bounds off of Blake. Do Minneapolis basketball. Spencer Davidson to inbounds. 22-13, Lions in the lead. Nelson back to Nolan White. Nolan back to Colby Rice. Colby into. Stolen away.
Good job.
Nice job, Brody, on that one. Steals the ball back. Goes to Nolan White. Spencer Davidson for three. And it's going to be Minneapolis basketball. Great job. Nolan White has put a little pressure on Aaron down there, and it will stay with Minneapolis.
Did a good job of playing dodgeball there, because that was Arlen was trying to knock the ball off of him, but not able to do so.
Colby Rice with the ball. Colby back to Nolan White for three, off the mark, and that's going to be Republic County basketball. So Nolan's kind of cooled off a little bit.
Well, his last two have been just a little out of his range, I think. He's getting himself back to receiving the ball just a little closer to the line and being able to step into that shot.
Ball goes into Tooman. Tooman goes back to Blake, back over here to Levelin. Levelin back to Aaron. Aaron will cross the timeline. And there's nice job. Now that one, Brody knew he was going to get just absolutely hit, and that's when Brody kind of looked like I might get hurt on this one. Blake's a pretty good sized guy going right in at him. So
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I bet you Brody's eyes were closed when that collision happened.
Colby Rice back, goes to Meckel, into Davidson, down low to Nolan, and there's
pretty good block by Arnd on that one.
Shot is up and off the mark, and Spencer Davidson gets a rebound back to Meckel. Meckel back to Colby Rice. Colby back to Nolan White for three, up and good. Nolan hits that one. That was definitely in his range. Drops that one in. 25-13, 155 here in the first half. Ball goes into Bates. Bates back it goes to Aaron. And back it goes to Bates as he looks in a low block. Takes a shot off the mark. Rebounded by Nolan White. Back to Spencer Davidson. Spencer back to Meckel. Meckel for three. In and out. Nolan with the big rebound. Puts it in. Wow, Nolan having a big night. And drops that one in nicely. 27-13.
If he doesn't cool off, he's going to have a career high because he's already at 20.
Already at 20. Wow. So, thank goodness, because nobody else has been able to get much going here. And that's going to be tipped out of bounds. They'll go back to Minneapolis. So, Kyler Stent checks in for Republic County. Meckel with the basketball. Meckel to Davidson. Davidson takes a shot up and good. Nice job by Spencer. Just inside the free throw line. 29-13, 50 seconds left here in the first half. Ball in the hands of Milton. Milton picks up his dribble, looks at Stent, has nothing, goes back to Arnd. Arnd on the outside. Back it goes to Levelin. Levelin will drive. Gets it back to Tooman. Tooman to Arnd. Arnd on the left-hand side. Keeps his dribble, goes in the paint, goes back out to Tooman. Tooman goes back on the outside to Levelin. Levelin. And that's going to be a turnover back to Minneapolis. So 12 seconds left. Lions will have a chance to get a shot off here. With 12 seconds, back to Meckel it goes. Back to Nolan. Nolan, back it goes to Riker. Riker back to Davidson, and there's going to be a foul right there. And that's going to send Spencer to the line for some easy chance for some free throws here. 1-1 with only 2.2 seconds left. Shall I say it? Nope. No? So 2.2 seconds, 29-13. Spencer at the line for a 1-on-1. Shot is up and off the mark.
It wouldn't have made a difference.
54.5%. So at the half, Republic County gets a half-court shot off, and dang near makes it. 29-13 is your halftime score. Minneapolis with the lead. We'll take a break, get some stats. We'll be back with second half action. You're listening to Minneapolis High School Basketball here on Eagle Communication Channel 20, tape delayed, of course, and CityLink TV Minneapolis.
Autotech has provided reliable service to the local community since 2000. Our proud members of the NCAA seating and tape sweat lead in outstanding and spectacular repairs and all racing models and also provides reflective
Roscoe, and Minneapolis.
Tonight's game brought to you by CNR Plating in Minneapolis. Kevin Klein and the rest of the crew at CNR Plating, proud to support the youth of Minneapolis in all they do.
So the American Family Insurance Agent, Scott.
Oh, I better play that one.
For all your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Osherman Agency, with locations in Minneapolis and Belleville, proudly supporting the Minneapolis High School Lions.
Just to let you know, folks, I am not in control of the commercials. I just want you to know, if you're listening to that thinking, what the heck is Osherman doing? I am not in control of the board. That is Mr. Dale Leach. Dale, we'll turn back to you, sir. Welcome back for our halftime wrap up. Your Lions leading 29-13, outscoring the Buffaloes in the first quarter 14-9, and in the second quarter 15-4. Rebounds, I've got Minneapolis with 14, Republic County with 8, 6 offensive boards for Minneapolis, 8 defensive boards. Republic County 1 offensive board and 7 defensive boards. Turnovers, got Minneapolis for 8, Republic County with 11. We tried our best to keep up with them, but they finally pulled away there. The second quarter eclipsed what we had done in tying them. Now you can get the official stats from Dale Henderson.
Okay, scoring-wise, Minneapolis is being led at halftime by Nolan White with 20. Spencer Davidson has 6, John Nelson 2, and Daniel Watson 1. Republic County is being led by Blake Horn with 5. Caleb Bates has 4, Sam Thuman has 2, and Trevor Llewellyn has 2. The Lions are 3 out of 7 from the free throw line at the half, while Republic County is 3 out of 4. And I think as far as rebounds and turnovers are concerned, Dale is getting a lot better because we're only 1 apart total on both of those, so pretty much total agreement with you there.
Very good. Well, I'll tell you what, they're pretty even inside. I mean, they've got a out-height, no doubt about it, and they're 2 post players. So they're on their own as far as tying up what our inside guys can do on the low block. Fortunately, we've got Nolan White bombing away from outside with 20 points. Most of those don't come from outside. I think he might have 1 or 2 inside. Well, I'll tell you, Nolan's shooting has given us this comfortable lead because we've been close. I'm waiting for Trent Meckler to find his shot again. He is a good shooter, and it's going to come back. It's just he's been struggling of late, and he's struggling again the first half tonight. He is a great shooter, and when he starts hitting, it'll hit. And I hope he continues just to keep popping those away because we're going to need it down the stretch. Spencer's having a decent night at the high post side, but Nolan White just doing a great job of hitting some big shots. 4 3-pointers, H?
Yes, I've got him for 4.
Yeah.
And I would concur with what you guys are saying, with the defense that Republic County is playing. They're not really doing a good job of finding Nolan, and he's been roaming around out at the 3-point line, pretty well wide open, and except for the 2 that he took where I felt like he was out of his range, doing a little bit of a heat check. He's going to make those. I mean, he's just such a smooth shooter. Those are going to go in. Spencer, I thought, showed really good patience a couple of times when the ball came through at the high post, and just made that one little dribble and put up a nice shot to get his 6 points. And other than that, I feel like we're pretty much in control of this game. We just need to continue to do what we've been doing.
I concur with that. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after we about who some of our community sponsors are of the live video broadcast.
Thank you for this. This is Gallardo.
El Hoyo 19 Restaurant with Ed and Brian Bowles.
Klein Oil Company of Delphus, Jim Klein. Harris Crop Insurance with Greg Harris.
Lindsay Creek Feeders, Harry Owens, manager.
The Crooked Nail Studio with Alexis Kern. Farm Bureau Financial
Minneapolis and Salina.
Harris Crop Insurance with Greg Harris.
Well,
welcome back.
We're getting to enjoy what we enjoy every year.
Yeah, I was just gonna comment. And there's a trombone player now, Dale. So they got two more there, and I will tell you, I got to compliment the drummers on this. So those two drummers back there on two sets of traps back there are just flat out playing it, guys.
Great pep band.
They do. They have one of the best pep bands around.
And I like what I saw. They have a real pep band leader there. I mean, he is
pretty excited.
Really getting into it.
So, well, we'll be quiet for the pep band is leaving, so they're done for the night.
We don't have to shout anymore.
But those two drummers back there on two sets of trap, they're pretty impressive. So
they just must have the trombones buried back there in that far corner we couldn't see.
Yep. Okay, Republic County has the ball to start the second half in the hands of Melton. Melton with the ball, picks up his dribble, goes back into Bates. Bates back to Arn. Arn goes back on the outside to Melton. Melton, they're trying to work it into the post, and nice job by Blake. Takes it all the way in, down low against Davidson, and gets the points. Start this second half. Spencer Davidson. Back over to Riker Nelson. Riker. There's a kick. How is that not a kick? So, ball goes back to Republic County. Ball goes to Bates. Bates off the mark, rebounded by Davidson. Davidson back to Nolan White. Nolan back over to Meckel for an open three. No good, but rebounded by Brody Vance. Puts it up and can't get it. Goes twice. A lot of contact, no call. Republic County gets the rebound back the other direction. Riker Nelson with some great defense on Melton. And they go down low to Bates in the paint. Up, no good. Rebounded by Davidson. You've called it a couple times. Bates has been wide open down there in that low block a couple times.
I was going to say, I think that's at least three that I can remember now where he's been right there point blank, and he has just not been able to convert either one of them.
Nolan White. Oh, you're kidding me. And they call the tie-up on Levelin and as well as White. So state of Minneapolis. And it goes to Nolan. Nolan into Spencer Davidson in the paint. Up, no good. Rebounded by Brody Vance and gets it. Nice job, Brody. Great position by Brody Vance, and he gets the shot.
3 offensive boards for Brody in this half already.
Brody's got some good boards tonight.
I've got him now for 7 total.
Tooman into Bates. Bates back to Arn. Arn back to Tooman. Back it goes. They work it all the way back around to Arn. with the basketball. Goes back to Melton. Melton's going to drive in. Up, no good. Rebounded by Brody Vance. Back to Trent Meckel. And that's going to, out of bounds. It's going to be off of Riker Nelson's hands, as Riker just wasn't quite ready for that bullet. Turnover back to Republic County. 31-15. And Riker showing the great defense right there. And Melton has to pick up his dribble. And back to Tooman. Tooman back across to Loveland. Loveland with the basketball. Oh, that's a carry. Wow. H, am I wrong on that?
I don't think so. I sure it looked like there was a kind of a, should we say, a very long hesitation dribble.
Yeah.
While he was taking about 3 steps to get during that same time.
Tooman with the ball in the paint. Takes a shot up and no good. Rebounded by Davidson. Davidson back to White. 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. 31-15. Davidson back to Meckel. Meckel back to White. Back to Nolan White for 3. Off the mark. Rebounded by
Melton.
Melton, thank you. Struggling on that. I called White to White, and it was Watson to White. I'll tell you guys. Tooman drives in, and that's going to be a charge. Nice job, Daniel Watson. And Daniel did a great job of stepping in and taking that charge. And Republic County will get a couple of new players in. Brady Stint comes in, as well as number 12, Brody Boyer. I saw Brady. I said Tyler Stint. Sorry about that. I think he had a brother, Brady, I think. Knuckle with the basketball. Back to Watson, into the paint. Back to White. Nolan will take the little 12-footer off the mark. Rebounded by Spencer Davidson. Spencer pulls it back out. Back to Meckel. Meckel in the mister. Back to White. Can't get it, but Spencer Davidson, great backside catch and put back for Davidson. Melton with the basketball. Good pass, inlet, and stolen away by Minneapolis. Back to Meckel. Meckel. And he gets it to fall. Nice job, Trent Meckel. 35-15. 3:38 left to go here in the third quarter. Melton with the basketball. Picks up his dribble. And stolen away by Spencer Davidson. Up to Meckel. Meckel. And up and good. Nice job. And Belleville's going to call a timeout. Nice job by the Minneapolis Lions. A good run right there as they increase their lead to 22, 37-15 as we are on a little 8-2 run here. We'll be right back. You're listening to Minneapolis High School Basketball.
There's crop insurance with Greg Harris.
El Hoyo 19 Restaurant with Ed and Ryan Bowles.
B&M Body Shop, John Wright. Sunflower Realty, Monty Nelson. Fajitas Mexican Restaurant, Francisco Gallardo. There's crop insurance with Greg Harris. LaGrange Supply with Scott Mortimer. The Crooked Nail Studio with Alexis Kern. Minneapolis Muffler and Pipe with John Blake.
Hometown Hardware with Pam Barker and Vicky.
All right, 8-0 run for the Lions here as they take the 37-15 lead in the third quarter.
Welcome back as Loveland has the basketball for Republic County. Picks up his dribble. Goes back to Melton. Melton back to Loveland. Loveland here on the outside. Back to Melton. Melton will drive. Pulls it back out. Gets it over to Boyer. Boyer in. Great pass into Arn. Arn definitely is their workhorse down there and had a nice little drive in there. Foul, I believe, is on Nolan White.
Nolan White over the back, yeah.
Free throws up and off the back of the rim, no good.
See, I don't even know what his free throw percentage is to curse it.
Well, you can
But
make
he
one
still
up.
missed it.
You can make one up.
Yes.
Second one is up, and it's good. So John Nelson with the basketball. John back to Daniel Watson. Watson. And stolen away by Melton after Nelson tries to go in. Oh, John returns the favor. John's like, hey, you block me, I'm going to block you, buddy. And he sent it into the bleachers. That one looked that second of a block, H.
Well, if we were in Beloit, that would be the H&R block of the game.
Ball goes in the paint, no good. Rebounded by Davidson up to White. White on the left-hand side. He's going to pull it back. Back to Davidson. Davidson in the paint, and he's going to get fouled right there. Spencer hangs in the air long enough to get on to come in on his arm.
Actually, I don't think it was. I think it was.
Oh, you're right. Good call. Boyer whistled with the foul.
Well, he was in the vicinity.
Free throw is up and good. .58.5% free throw shooter, Spencer Davidson. Gets the first one to fall. 2:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Second one is up and off the mark, rebounded by Watson. Watson with the rebound and then stolen away by Melton and Republic County. Melton with the basketball, guarded by Watson there. Gets it back to Arn. And that's going to be out of bounds as they try to get it down low to Bates. It's a good combination. Bates at 6'4", Arn 6'5", both of them juniors. They've got some size, H. So.
Well, they've got the size, but they, still just really, to me, they struggle actually.
Great hustle by,
shooting the basketball.
John Nelson with a great hustle into Mr. Smith, up and good. Great job, Brody. But all started by John Nelson over there on the side with a great hustle play, and it goes out of bounds and saves that one back in the hands. And then Mr. gets his first points of the night. And there's a tie-up by Trent Meckel. Gets his hands in, gets a tie-up. And Republic County is going to check in number 24, Carter White, a 5'10" junior. Republic County to inbounds. They get it into the hands of Melton. Melton back to White. Nice down past Arn and gets it to fall. 40-18. 134. Daniel Watson in the paint. Has a block. Mister with the rebound. Great job by Mister. Picks up the trash and puts it in. Mister getting some points, and he's been lacking that lately. Nice inside play right there, H, by Mister with two nice buckets.
Right, just in the right spot at the right time. To, as you said, to pick up the trash was there and lay in the hole.
Foul will be called on Daniel Watson, I believe. We'll see for sure. Yep, his third personal. Loveland gets it into Blake, and that's going to be a foul on Brody Vance, and that will send Blake back to the line. I'm going to say he's about a 53.3% free throw shooter. Or 83.
Actually, sorry.
Based on tonight, I'm going to say he's a 50% shooter since he's 2 out of 4.
So, fouls on Brody Vance. First free throw is up and off the back of the rim. So
he's got big man-itis.
So 42-18, 112 left to go here in the third quarter. Second free throw coming by Arn. The shot is up and off the back of the rim, no good. And rebounded by Republic County. Good rebound by White. And gets it back in the hands of Melton. Melton back to White. White. Swing pass all the way over. And that's going to be a foul on Bates as Brody Vance just stepped in and took one. Nice job.
Tell you what, H, you being a coach and a biology teacher, physiologically, why is it so difficult for post players to hit free throws?
Well, I don't know, because back in my day, I was a post player, and that was not a problem for me. So
I thought you were going to be able to answer an age-old burning question here with your expertise.
Well, we tried to expose on the floor right there, guys.
I think, to answer your question, Dale, with the really big guys, just the size of their hand and the ball, it's difficult to get that nice rotation, the push with your fingers, because the hands are just so big.
Right, back to Davidson. Davidson in the paint. Great move by Spencer Davidson. Nice spin move in the paint. And Spencer puts it in. Great move right there. Sorry about that, H.
Well, that sounds like a great answer. I'll go with that. I'll remember that.
27 seconds left, 44. And that's going to be a whistle on John Nelson. And fourth team foul. 44-18, 24.2 seconds left. Spencer Davidson, great spin move down there. He's probably getting close to double digits, H.
Spencer, yes, he's at 11.
11, okay. Ball goes backward to another foul down there, an offensive foul. I believe that's on Stent. And that will bring back Brody Vance in the ball game. Stent picks up his second personal. Meckel with basketball. 15 seconds left. Meckel. Brody. Back to Nolan White for three. Up and good. Nice job. Nolan White spotted up perfectly in the corner. I think that's his first points of the second half. Yeah, great job by Brody Vance to find Nolan, and Nolan drains it in for his 23rd point of the night. 47-18. Is your score at the end of three. We'll take a break. Minneapolis in control here in Belleville. We'll be right back.
If you or a loved one are in need of in-home personalized care, remember Accessible Home Care, serving Central Kansas with offices in Minneapolis, Salina, and Junction City. Professional and personalized care in your home is available by our staff 24/7. Contact us at 785-493-8111. We proudly support the Minneapolis Lions.
Citizen State Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Minneapolis Lions athletics. Stop by and visit Jason Bird for all of your financial planning and investment needs. We are dedicated to helping your money work harder for you. Citizen State Bank and Trust, the cornerstone of our community.
Well, the Lions with a 29-point lead. It won't take long to get into a running clock situation here in the fourth quarter.
On the floor for Minneapolis, Riker Nelson, Trent Meckel, Nolan White, Spencer Davidson, and Brody Vance. Public County has got, Loveland, Boyer, Tooman, Bates, and Arn. Brody, and tried to do the same thing, and that's going to be... tried to go back to the well, as I call it, as Brody drove in, tried to kick it out to Nolan, but wasn't there. And then Nolan gets fouled the other direction. So Tooman with the basketball. Gets it back over to Loveland. Loveland will drive, pulls it back up, picks up his dribble, and gets it back to Arn. Arn and gets the bucket in the paint. He's got some soft hands in that paint. Nolan White back to Meckel. Meckel in the advance. Back to Riker Nelson for three. Can't get it. Rebounded by Bates. Back the other direction it goes in the hands of Loveland. Loveland goes down low. There's going to be a foul on Brody. Not going to make Coach very happy. So 47-20. Dale, I'll let you take it for just a second.
All right. Public County will inbound under their basket. Get it to Arns out front now. Down to the other post. He drives in and shoots from the right and is fouled by Nolan White. Blake, is that his name? Blake will go to the line for 2. First one is up and no good.
So Brody picks up number 4 right there, and he will take a seat, and Mr. Smith will check back in. Second free throw's up and good by Bates. So 47-21, Republic County, and another turnover by Minneapolis. So 16-point lead for the Lions, or 26-point lead, sorry. Boyer will drive in off of Trent Meckel's head. Shot in the paint up and good by Bates. First time he's really had one of them shots in the paint. Made it. So Public County on a little run here, 5-0 run. So all goes to Mr. Great job, Spencer Davidson with the reverse underneath and breaks that streak right there. Levin with the basketball, picks up his dribble, gets it back to Arn. Arn at the top. Gets it back to Tooman. Tooman. And then stolen away by Spencer Davidson. Spencer back to Meckel, up and good. Nice job by Spencer to run the floor, and Meckel gets a nice breakaway layup right there. 6 points for Meckel, I believe, all from layups, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 6 points for Trent. Both guys did a really nice job of the 2-on-1 that time, keeping the floor split and really put the Republic County defender in a bad spot.
So Daniel Watson checks in for Riker Nelson. 5:43 as ball goes in to Nolan White for off the mark. Mister with a great rebound, and he'll get tied up, but Mister with a great rebound on that, guys.
Yeah, Mister really went up and got that one. He was easily above the crowd.
Ball goes back the other direction. Melton with the basketball. Goes back to Bates. Bates back to Arn. Arn goes back. They look for a cutter. Has nothing. Goes back. Boyer at the top. He's going to drive in. Takes the shot. No good. Rebounded by Mr. Smith. Gets it back to Davidson. Davidson. And takes it all in. Nice job, Spencer Davidson. Spencer runs the floor so nicely. And just has that soft little touch in there, puts it in for a nice set of points right there. 53-23, 30-point lead for the Lions.
Yeah, Spencer's now up to 15 for the game.
And Nolan White's going to be whistled with the foul, as Boyer will go to the line to shoot 2. So it's a 30-point.
Yeah, it should be running the clock right now.
Okay.
And the referee's going to talk to him about that.
Free throws up and good. And timeout's going to be called. So that's what they're telling them to run the clock, but they're sure not. They're finally letting them run.
5 subs come in from Minneapolis.
So checking in from Minneapolis is we'll get you some numbers here in a second, names here in a second. Shot is up and good. I believe that's, I don't have him on my list, Colton Johnson, is that right? 33?
Yes.
Colton Johnson, and then John Nelson, Colby Rice, Jonathan Lowe, and well as Dylan Kozart. Ball goes to Lowe, back to Johnson for 3. Nice shot. Colton Johnson off the bench and drains the big 3 right there. Nice job by Colton Johnson.
His first varsity 3, I think.
Well, he's got a nice little soft shot, so.
I've seen him do it in the JV games several times.
Ball goes back on the outside into Boyer in the paint. Up, no good. Rebound. And it's going to be tied up. Finally called up. So So timeout, 30-second called by Republic County. So
we'll be right back.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
When it's go time, your local Pioneer team is with you from the word go every step of the way. With high-performing Pioneer brand products and local insights, they'll help you choose a lineup of products tailored to your fields and proven just down the road. See,
Republic County gets it in to Stent in the paint, up and good. Back it goes to Minneapolis. Nelson with the basketball. Back up to Colton Johnson. Johnson with the ball. Swing pass all the way over to Rice. Rice in the paint. Has it blocked. And there's going to be a foul. And that will walk the other direction as Colby is going to whistle with the foul.
Colby kind of got into the land of the tall timber there.
Yeah. Boyer at the line. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Stent. Puts it up. He can't get it. Rebounded by John Nelson. Nelson with the basketball back the other direction. Nelson up to Johnson. Johnson here on the right-hand side. Going to drive backward to Johnson for three. And a little bit more contested on that one. Back it goes in the hands of Boyer. Excuse me, Melton. Melton back to Stent. Stent looks for a cutter. Stent's going to drive it all the way in. Can't get it. Rebounded by Lowe. Lowe back to Rice. Rice on the left-hand side. 2 minutes left. Rice back in the corner to... got a walk there. No call. Colby Rice. Back to Jonathan Lowe. High screen. Back to Colby Rice for three. Off the mark and rebounded by... Oh, wow. No call on that. That was, I can't believe they didn't call. I thought he got shoved out of bounds. So, Republic County clearing the bench. Good for Republic County. Got a senior there, and Dyke. I'm not sure who the other players are. But they're finally getting in. Number 14, Gannon Korcher, as well as number 30, Connor Savoda. And then number 35, Austin Barton, and Marcellus Dyke also. Stolen away by Johnson. Johnson, and then turning the ball over. Good hustle by Republic County. So Minneapolis wants to call a timeout. So, not sure what that was all about. So,
30-second timeout, and Coach Darrow conferred with the Republic County coach about something.
That's something there. So,
49 and a half seconds to go here in the contest. Fourth quarter running clock. Other than timeouts.
So 49.5, 56-27 is your score. So Republic County got the inbounds here as, let's see, Barton will get it in here. They get it into Melton. Melton will set it up. Melton drives down. Gets it down low to nice job. Gets it in. Nice job. As Marcellus Dyke drops it in. I think that's probably his first, might be his first points of the nice job by the Lions on that one. Then he gets a rebound and puts it in. Colton Johnson back to Jonathan Lowe. Back it goes on the outside. Back to Colby Rice for three. Can't get it. And rebounded by Republic County. So 16 seconds, back it goes. Ball goes down low. Gets it back to Dyke. 8 seconds left. Gets it back over here to the outside. That's priceless.
A little bit out of his range.
A little bit, but hey, hats off. So 56-29 is your final. Minneapolis comes away with the big victory here tonight. So 56-29. So hats off to the Minneapolis Lions as they in the regular season at 13-5. And did you say 6-2 in league? Is that right?
Yes.
6-2 in league. So hats off to the Lions right there. Minneapolis comes away with victory. So we'll take a break and get some stats, and we'll be back with some closing thoughts. Minneapolis with the victory tonight to close out the regular season.
Sheldon Doherty at River Hill C got those Pioneer brand products. And go Lions.
The Messenger Clothing Company with locations in Minneapolis and Salina. Designers of custom clothing for your team, business, group, or event with screen printing and embroidery. We feature online design and ordering for your convenience. Contact us at 785-823-7752 or by email at sales@messengerclothingcompany.com for all your customer clothing printing needs today. Go Minneapolis Lions.
These live video broadcasts are sponsored in part by Chuck's Collision. When the potentially inevitable occurs and your vehicle needs repair for body or glass, remember Chuck's Collision. They'll bring you satisfaction in your automotive restoration needs. Contact Chuck at 785-392-2774. Chuck's Collision is located at 1556 K106 Highway.
Autotech has provided reliable service to the local community since 2002 and are proud supporters of the MJSHS Lions. Gary Keating and Dave Sweat lead an outstanding team of mechanics who tackle repairs on all makes and models of automobiles and also provide competitive pricing for oil changes. Authorized dealers for Jasper engines and transmissions. And don't forget our lineup of used cars.
Pat and Lynette Donovan at Ag by Air have been supporting ag operations in the Minneapolis and Delphos area for over 20 years with prompt, up-to-date, and competitive aerial application service. Ag by Air is located at 974 Highway K106, south of Minneapolis, or can be reached at 785-392-3300 for questions on scouting your fields, chemical recommendations, or to book your work. Ag by Air, a proud sponsor of the Minneapolis High School Lions.
Well, welcome back to Belleville, Kansas, Republic County High School's Minneapolis Lions in the regular season tonight with the victory over the Republic County Buffaloes, 56-29 here in Belleville, as the Lions just pretty much controlled from the get-go and just had some nice play by a couple of key players. We'll get those stats here in a second, but overall a nice victory for the Lions tonight as Minneapolis ends the regular season as they get ready to head to sub-state. So H and Dale, I'll turn it over to you guys.
All right, before we get Dale's official stats, I'll give you my unofficial stats from my running score sheet. Had 18 rebounds for the Lions in the second half, 11 for Republic County. Totals that gave for the game 32 rebounds for Minneapolis, 19 for the Buffs of Republic County. Turnover-wise, Minneapolis 7 turnovers in the second half, Republic County with 8. So for the game, they had 19 turnovers to Minneapolis' 15. More turnovers that I would have liked to see, quite honestly, for the Lions, but good defense played at times by the Buffs that caused those to happen. So, yeah, quarters, Minneapolis outscored Republic County 14-9 in the first, 15-4 in the second, 18-5 in the third, and Republic County 11-9 over Minneapolis in the fourth quarter with the running clock. All right, Dale, did we give you enough time to do your thing?
Sure.
Okay, go for it.
You bet. All right, leading scorer for Minneapolis tonight was Nolan White with 23, with 20 of those coming in the first half. Spencer Davison picked up the slack in the second half, scoring 9 of his 15. Trent Meckel had 6, all coming in the second half. Mr. Smith had 4. Brody Vance 2. John Nelson 2. Daniel Watson won, and then late in the game, Colton Johnson came in off the bench and hit what we assume is his first career three-pointer at the varsity level, and he finished the game with 3. For Republic County, they were led by Blake Arend with 12, followed by Caleb Bates with 7. Then they had several players with 2 points, Sam Thuman, Tyler Stint, Trevor Llewellyn, Brody Boyer, and Marcellus Dyke. The Lions were 1 out of 2 from the free throw line in the second half to finish the game at 4 out of 9. Republic County was 4 out of 9 in the second half to finish 7-4-13. And again, our rebounding and turnover totals are awfully close. Spencer and Brody each had 8 rebounds, according to my stats, to lead the way for the Lions in that department.
Okay. The play of the game, sponsored by the Davidson Agency. I'm going to go with start of the third quarter, I believe it was, 3 offensive boards by Brody Vance, who came out and stole the show there, setting the pace for the Lions to get things rolling there in the second half. So that'll be the play of the game. Brody Vance with 3 big offensive boards, just bang, 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 right in the start of the third quarter. The player of the game go with a tie again between Nolan White with 23 points, probably his second highest in points, possibly, for his career. And Spencer Davidson with 15 points and 8 rebounds, very close to another double-double for Big Spence.
You know, I'll tell you, on Nolan, though, I think that is game number 5 or 6 with over 20 points in a row. He's had a good run here. H is looking back to see for sure, but I know he's had.
Well, he came up. He only had 18 the other night against Beloit. Other than that, he's had 23, 28, 21, and 20, and 20 in his last games.
Only 18.
Yeah. Still though, that's and his average before tonight was only sitting at 16.8, but he's just slowly increasing that every night.
So 5 out of his last 6 games, he's been in the 20s.
Yeah. So nice job by Nolan tonight, and Spencer as well. So.
Well, we appreciate, as always, you having us in your home or listening to us on the go here on CityLinkTV.com, on the website, or on your TV app at CityLink TV Minneapolis. Next action for the Minneapolis Lions will be at home next Tuesday as we've rolled into March against either, what did I say,
Colby or
Phillipsburg, yeah. Depending on how things roll out here. And the girls will be on Monday night in either Goodland or TMP Hayes. That, Dale Leach.
And Scott Osherman.
Dale Henderson.
Good night from Belleville, Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday's the last. He's been back.